book forthcoming this summer. Don't go to college. Dr. Michael Robillard. What's up, Mike?
How's it going?
I'm quite well. And I want to tell the people in a brief introduction, I'll let you do it, why this book, Don't Go to College, is so exciting. Like the old Chris Farley skit. It's exciting. Why is this book about college not just a Kaplan book? Why is its subtitle what it is? It's revolutionary, no?
Yes. So this is a good point. The original title of it was Don't Go to College, but then as we were in the final production, we were like, we need a subtitle for it. And we thought, well, Don't Go to College, A Case for Revolution. That is really what we're getting at, because this really is the tip of the spear of a cultural counter-revolution that we're trying to push back on. You at least saw this with the storming of the institutions, with Gramsci and the Frankfurt School, and then Saul Alinsky's, rules for radicals, and your rules for retrogrades obviously was trying to counter that. And now our counter-revolutionary effort is to retake the academy, mainly by burning it down and raising the earth, and then building something out of the ashes, hopefully. But the first move is to get people away from this pernicious, evil, college industrial complex brainwashing space that it's sadly become.
The article yesterday up on Fox News, still up, is called 5 Reasons Why High School Students Should Say No to College. And it's about our forthcoming book, Don't Go to College. What all of the commenters seemed to note, the ones I looked at anyway, was the revolutionary nature of the book, in which, like you just said, we added the subtitle. It's called Don't Go to College, A Case for Revolution. The reason why, and all the commenters were keen to this yesterday, Mike, the reason why it's so exciting and it should be read by everyone is because this book is not only about not going to college. You just called it the tip of the spear. It's about the 7 or 8 cultural institutions of Western civilization, which were stormed by Marxists and Masonic radicals over the last 200 years. It's a far longer termed storming than people think. It didn't begin in the 1960s. It began before the 1860s. And the nerve center of these institutions that controls the hive mind is the university. And between you and me, we have 3 master's degrees, a PhL, a JD, and a PhD. So we know whereof we speak. Why is this about more than college?
Well, as we point out in the article, we point out the elements, the pernicious elements built into the academy. But as you said, the nerve center of the far left, right, where these new radical ideas are being cooked up, whether it's various versions of LGBTQ, critical race theory, intersectionality, old school communism, etc. The armory, the intellectual armory that is fashioning these new weapons and these new crazy ideas, like the font of it all is at the academy. It is the ivory tower. And then that trickles out and bleeds out into the rest of the other cultural institutions. So I think a big divide right now between our generation and the boomer generation is that they look at all this crazy madness on campus, and it really is madness. We cite almost 70 or 80 instances of people getting attacked, getting no platforms, these like literally like dystopian science fiction events. But I think a lot of the boomers think, well, that's madness contained to the campus. Once these kids get out in the real world, once they go into the military, the government, the free market, corporations, whatever, like medicine, then they're going to be straightened out. And it's like, no, it's the exact opposite. They're taking this revolutionary rainbow ideology, like neo-Marxist to the core, and they're importing it with them to their place of work, and then subverting those cultural institutions as well. So you're right in identifying the nerve center of it all is the academy. That's where this is all coming from.